Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Chit Chat in My Car, a place where we talk about various topics, anywhere from business, sports, pop culture, being a single parent, life in general, you name it, whatever is on my brain at the time. I have a list of episodes that I was going to do, but today is not going quite as planned. I kind of have something else that I would like to speak about. So the power of our brain, the power of the way that we think. So a friend of mine that I've known for a while now knows exactly the type of person I am. I've been through a couple of divorces that have kind of messed me up in certain instances of my life. And so he sent me this video the other day, and I watched it, and it's basically reprogramming your brain. And I watched it. It's like a 10-minute video, and afterwards I was like, it makes so much sense. Those of you who know me, I am a believer. I do follow God to my best of my ability. And one thing I can say that's awesome about God is that He gave us the choice to choose. He gave us a free will to choose. So that being said, the power of our thinking, the power of our brain is, I think it's amazing when you really, really sit down and think about it. And so the last few days I've spent some time studying, doing some research, watching a lot of videos on the power of our brain, the power of our thinking, what we say. Really makes a difference it really does on how our day goes. So yes, I know in the past I haven't been the greatest example of that, but I am hoping that in the future, starting from today, that my mind and the way that I think and what I say is different than before. Because you get to a point in your life where you're so tired of feeling a certain way that you need a change. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Well, if you're used to thinking a certain way, if you're used to thinking that all bad things are going to happen, it's going to be a negative day, then that's normally what happens. See, God gave us a free will to choose, so we have a free will to wake up in the day and be positive or be negative. So anytime I talk in this video, trust me, this video is for me as well, but I'm hoping that as I am learning, it will also help you as well. So in this video that I watched, it basically shows you from a scientific standpoint on how the brain actually works and how you can actually program your brain. For instance, if you've heard for 30 some years that you're going to amount to nothing, that you'll never have any money, you hear negative things, then your brain is used to hearing that every single day, and eventually you'll start thinking that that is true, that you'll never amount to anything, that you're not ever going to have any money, that you're not going to have any success. I just use that as an example, but it is so true. It's just like if you move to an area that speaks different than you. Let's say you move to an area that speaks more country, they have a country accent, and you don't, but you live there for 40 years. Eventually, your brain is going to pick up on how the other people talk that you're around constantly, and then some of the things that you actually say will end up sounding just like that. It is so true, and if you do a lot of research, your brain is so powerful. What you put into it is so powerful. But not only that, what you actually choose to speak out of your mouth is so powerful. It really can make a difference on if you have a bad day or you have a good day. So what I have tried to do starting today is I wrote down some good things about myself, things that I know that are very positive about myself. My sense of humor, I can make people laugh. Just some things that I know that I'm really good at, or things that I know about me that are very positive. And I'm going to focus on those things. Every morning when I wake up, I'm going to read these things that I have written down. Because one of the things I can tell you that you don't really notice unless someone on the outside's telling you, and then when you have more people start telling you the same thing, For example, my 2 divorces have really caused a lot of self-esteem issues. I know that it's tough for me to say that, but it's true. In some things in my life, I really have low self-esteem. I wasn't really that high on myself even when I was in high school, going through school, because of certain situations. And so some of that carried through my life. And then when I went through 2 divorces, it brought some old things that were in my mind, or some things that have happened to me in my past that are affecting me. And sometimes you react to things, you don't even realize that it's because of scars, or it's because of hurts that you've had in your past. And it takes other people to actually point that out. I have a really good support system, some people that really are encouraging me to get over all these self-esteem issues, to have more confidence in myself, because there are a lot of things about myself that are really positive, that can help out a lot of people and help me be a better father for my children. I am horrible at taking compliments. I'm horrible at talking about myself like this, but at this point in my life, there are some things that I really need to do to help myself, I guess you should say. So if you're one of those people that get up and you're just like, man, here we go, another day. For instance, Monday is the main day where we all get up and like, oh, another week of work. Oh, Mondays are all so busy. Mondays. And then we're already going into the day thinking that Monday is going to be horrible, and 9 times out of 10, I would say probably 10 times out of 10, it ends up being a bad day because we started our day off wrong already. And I'm sorry about this little mark. I keep looking at it every once in a while. I accidentally cut myself. It bled like I cut an artery. It was just, I don't understand how a little cut does that, but so forgive that. But anyway, so the power of thinking. You know, they say that when you're younger, if you put headphones on, you give them to your children when you're younger, and they listen to math problems as they're sleeping, that they will grow up and they will be better at math. I know that might sound far-fetched, but think about it. If you're actually, technically, it's music. If they listen to music, because there's a lot of math in music. You know, all the instruments that I've learned, I know how to play 5. I taught myself. I've never been to school for music, never went to school for music, but I do know a little bit of music theory. Everything that I play is by ear, but there's math in music, and if kids grow up and they listen to a lot of certain types of music younger, they usually grow up and they're pretty decent in math. Your brain is such a powerful thing, and I think sometimes we just get up and we can, we can actually train our brain to be more positive. And it sounds weird, I'm 43 years old and I'm just now catching on to this stuff. But we can. If every day we wake up, look in the mirror and say, you're an awesome person, and you go over that list of all the positive things about yourself, and you just keep telling yourself that throughout the day, then eventually you're going to wake up in the morning, you're not even going to need that list. You're automatically going to think that. I'm telling you, it does work. I've had a couple of friends that I've known personally who were kind of the same way I was back in school, and they're a whole different person. They have so much more confidence in themselves. They're pretty successful. They did a whole 180, and it's because at some point in their life, they got tired of feeling a certain way, and they made changes in their life. And the people that I've actually talked to that have went through those changes actually told me that they just started being more confident in themselves. They actually did make a list, and they started believing in that list that they made about themselves. So it definitely does work. The mind is a powerful thing. You know, a lot of things happen in your life. Like I said, I'm a single father of 5. It's tough doing everything on your own. You might be having the worst day possible. Man, and I'll talk about mothers, for instance, for a minute. Single mothers of children, man, they go through a lot of stuff. They do. Now, I mean, I do too as a single father, but let's just talk about a single mother. They're pretty tough. Women are pretty tough. Single mothers are pretty tough. You know, they feel really sick, but they got to be there for their children. they already got the mindset that I'm a mother. I have to be there for my children. They'll push on. They'll do whatever it takes to be that mother. I know single fathers are like that too, but I know more single mothers than I do single fathers that are, that have their kids all the time. I have my two girls 50-50, so I get them 4 days out of the week. So, I mean, I know just from my own personal struggles, I'm the only income. You got work, you got to go to work, but yet you got to make sure that they get to school. You got to make sure that they have after school and all that stuff. And, it's a tough task, but you got to have willpower. You got to push through the days that you don't want to get up. You have to get up. You have to be there for your children. Now, for those that don't have children, you're going to have those days when you're like, man, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do this. And you start being negative, but you owe it to yourself to wake up with a more positive mind frame. Those of you, including myself, that does have some things in your life that hold you back as far as self-esteem. It's so important for yourself, for your family, to make sure that you write that list down. Write positive things about yourself and tell yourself every single day, all day long, as much as you can. Go over that list and tell yourself that you are that person. You are not that negative person that might wake up and think the whole world's crashing down on you. That's not you. You are a positive person. Just start believing you're a positive person. All those things that were said to you over the years that were negative, man, we got to overcome that. And I'm talking to myself too. Think about it. You are a positive person. You are successful. You are a great person. You're a wonderful father. You're a wonderful mother. You are someone that takes pride in what they do. Don't wake up anymore. And this goes for me. Don't wake up anymore already knowing that 3 people called out of work, and you already going there and going, man, this is going to be a pathetic day. Because here's the weird thing. We spend a lot of our lives stressing out about things that are beyond our control. Well, if people are calling out for work, there's nothing you can do about that. So why all of us, why do we get so stressed out? We can only do what we can do at work. And if things don't get done because we're missing everybody, then that's beyond our control. We can only work 100%, work as hard as we possibly can, and it is what it is. And so in my life, that's what I'm going to try to do. Anytime I go through any trials or tribulations, hey, it is what it is. But if I can think positive, if I can just push through, the trial and tribulation will still be there, but I'll be able to get through it a little bit better than complaining and moaning and griping, especially about things that are beyond our control. So the power of your brain, it's so important to program your brain to be more positive, to have more confidence, to have better self-esteem. Everybody has things that they can work on in their life. So take those things and work on them. But you need to focus more of your life on the things that you do good, the personality traits that you have that are very, very good. Focus on those. Make sure you tell yourself every day that that is who you are. You're not this other person that maybe somebody's been telling you your whole life. You're not that person that your exes have told you. You're not that person. I mean, especially when you were actually a pretty decent person, but you kind of were treated in a bad way, maybe in your marriage. I know a lot of people that were walked on, that were treaded on, that were abused, that were mentally abused. But listen, you are not that person. You are way better than that person that was abused, that was maybe just walked all over. You deserve much better, and you got to start telling yourself that you deserve much better. Remember, God gave us a free will. He gave us a free will to wake up and say, hey, today's going to be a good day. And it can be, even through the bad times. You can handle it much better when you're positive. So this is my mindset going forward, to reprogram my brain. Every morning I get up and think about positive thoughts. Think about how positive the day is going to be, how great the day is going to be. So I encourage you, please wake up, be more positive. Focus on the good things in your life. Again, I haven't always been the best example, but moving on. from this day forward, I am going to do my best to be the most positive person I can be more confident in myself, and expound on the things that I know that I'm very good at. So I encourage you to do the same. And I want people to hold me accountable. If I start getting negative, say, hey, Shawn, you can't be like that. You said in your video, Chit Chat in the Car, that you was going to be more positive. So please hold me accountable. Also, thank you for watching my channel. Hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. Hit the bell so you can get all the latest videos that I download to my channel. Please interact. Let me know what you do to stay positive. Let me know how it is for you. If there's any techniques or tips. I know it sounds funny, but you can reprogram your brain or keep your brain programmed on positive thinking. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please interact. I love interaction. I love to hear about other people's lives, how they make it through, what's going on with what they were able to do to get through their trials and tribulations. If you're a single parent, I have so much respect for you. I know how tough it is, but we just keep pushing through, and we keep pushing through. And I ask that everybody does the same. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next Chit Chat in my car. Everybody have a fantastic day. And I just seen my finger right there that popped in, so please forgive me. I'll try to edit it, but if I don't, hey, it is what it is. I'm a real person. Everybody have a blessed day and take care.